Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Paul, and in this RegGaming.com video, we're going to be discussing and analysing tech news which, as usual, has popped up over the past 24 or so hours. And we're going to start things out with the Ryzen 3000, or Matisse if you prefer, release date, because I have a couple of updates for you concerning that, one of which is actually official word from AMD themselves. So we're going to start things out though with Discless. If you missed it, they are a retailer which operates in Singapore, and they actually have an online product catalogue which you can download a PDF of, and it basically lists a whole myriad of different processors, and from that catalogue we could see the prices. Now what's rather interesting though is that they have actually updated that catalogue since the Ryzen 3000 series appeared within it, and they actually listed all of the different SKUs, assuming that the leak that we've seen previously is accurate, from the Ryzen 3s all the way up to the Ryzen 9s. But now, if you download the PDF, all of the Ryzen 3000 SKUs are missing. But I decided to do a little bit of investigation, and I had a couple of friends email Discless or contact them through other means, and I also did the same thing. Now, when I contacted them, I did so officially as, Paul at Red Gaming Tech, and I also contacted them through Pages Manager as well, and I asked them if they could comment officially because, my viewers would be interested essentially in the release date of Ryzen 3000 series. I'm going to give you a hint of what happened. So to my official email, there was no response at all, but they did, however, respond to a couple of my friends who are writing to them in a non-official capacity, just basically saying, hey, I want to buy these products, when will they be available for purchase? To one individual, they responded by telling them that they had no exact release date, that basically they were waiting for the products to be released, and that's about it. To another individual, they said that it's going to be around 6 to 10 weeks they believe the products are going to be launched. And to another friend of mine, who actually sometimes contributes on the channel, so he probably won't mind if I say his first name, Stuart, they told him via email that they were expecting the products to launch in around June, and they would once again provide them an update, or provide him an update, should I say, when those products launch. But that's not the end of the tale. Oh no, no. AMD actually released a slide which provides the rough release window of several of their different products. And one of those is the 3rd generation Ryzen parts. Now unfortunately, it does not provide an exact month. But what it does say is it's around the midpoint of 2019. One of my trusted sources told me that we would see an announcement of the Matisse CPUs during Computex June, and a release of the Ryzen 3000 CPUs in July. This source has proven to be very reliable in the past, including being the first person to tell me that Vega 7nm was indeed real, although a different source actually confirmed the name and some of the specs of the GPU, and also the first source I just mentioned confirmed details of the X570 platform. So I do have a lot of faith in the source, but clearly release plans can change. So it's possible AMD are stepping up their plans to launch the CPU a little earlier than what they had originally planned. I was speaking to a Jim at Adored TV, and according to one of his sources, they've also told him June. Either way, no matter which way you want to slice it, whether it's June or whether it's July, we won't have much longer to wait until these CPUs are in our hands. And now, Microsoft and the Xbox consoles. We actually have a few pieces of news for the Xbox as well. The first of which is that Halo Infinite has been confirmed by the developers to not be exclusive to Scarlett. It will actually appear on the Xbox One as well, but of course it will be a flagship title for Scarlett, and we will also see the title on PC, assuming of course your PC can run it according to the developers. Furthermore, there are some rumours that we will see Halo the Master Chief Collection appearing on PC as well. Personally speaking, I'm really happy about that. I originally played Halo 1 after lusting after the darn thing on PC, and yes, that meant I was a bit late to the party. but then I subsequently bought the original Xbox because I really wanted Halo 2, damn it. And so I was so happy when I played the campaign of Halo 2 on the Xbox back in the day. And I genuinely marveled at the graphics. I was astounded of what the Xbox at the time was capable of. And that machine was absolutely beastly at the time of its launch. But now there's a small update to the console side of things. And this comes to us from Windows Central, although originally there were murmurs of this from forward.com. So what is this information? Well, according to multiple reports, we will see a discless version of the Xbox One S known as an all-digital edition. Unfortunately, we don't have information on the pricing, but there have been some who suspect that we could be seeing up to $100 saving compared to the Blu-ray equipped Xbox One S. Even if you say though that it's going to be $70 or $50 saving, that's quite significant. Of course, some people definitely would prefer to have the disc console because obviously if you've got if you're upgrading from a base Xbox One, then that certainly would be a benefit. Plus, you might want it to actually play Blu-ray movies, but let's just be honest, it is a significant saving. And it's possibly a window into what Microsoft might be considering for the Anaconda, let's say, for the next generation Xbox systems. Microsoft have also been making rather big moves, switching people to the idea of digital. We know that Xbox Game Pass, Microsoft really are keen to push that. Hell, they want to bring it to rival consoles. They really want they really love the idea of having Xbox Game Pass playable on your toaster, essentially. As long as you are coughing up the monthly fee or the yearly fee, however you wish to pay for it, well, gosh, they just are happy that you're doing that. So, to me, it makes an awful lot of sense for them to actually pursue this, and I suspect that the all-digital system may be a way for them to gauge reaction. The system is supposedly going to be launching in May, with pre-orders opening up in April. And once again, if there is a rather significant difference in price, then it possibly would motivate people to jump in, if you excuse the pun, to the Xbox ecosystem. With an all-digital system, it of course means that you will not be able to purchase disc-based used games. So that means stores such as GameStop will no longer be able to sell you titles, and you will no longer be able to save money that way. You will only be able to save money by basically buying games on the Xbox marketplace when there is an official sale going on. So Microsoft's decision, therefore, to release this system could even push them to say, hey, we don't even really care so much about making a profit on the system, because ultimately it's going to pay for itself multiple times over. And finally, we have Fujitsu, who have done an oopsie. They have accidentally outed the upcoming 9th generation Intel CPUs. Of course, Intel already have CPUs such as the 9900K, the 9700K, and many others that are officially released. And we've also seen CPUs leak which have yet to be launched, including the existence of the F series, which are CPUs which essentially lack the integrated graphics. But here we also have lists of CPUs that we do not know about, including the T series CPUs, which are upcoming lower wattage parts, and a few others besides. So let's have a quick look at some of the eyebrow-raising ones. At the lower end of the SKU list, we have several Celeron CPUs, which have 2 cores, 4 threads. These are using the UHD 610 graphics, supposedly, and we also have a couple of Pentium CPUs as well. And naturally, this also reinforces the fact that we are getting the F series CPUs, which once again do not have the integrated graphics. They have, however, the same clock frequencies as what we have with their counterparts. So, for example, the 9700K and the 9700F will feature 3.6 GHz and 4.9 GHz each for the base and boost frequencies respectively. But we also have the T variant of these processors, which does have, a lower TDP, but we don't quite know yet what the clock frequencies of these processors will be. We also have the list of a couple of Xeon processors as well, including an 8-core E2288G and a 2278G, plus as well various other models as well, which have a variety of different core configurations. I think that just about does it for today's video. Definitely leave a like on the video if you've enjoyed it, and comment down below if you're considering upgrading to the next generation of Ryzen CPU, or if you're going to wait and see what Intel bring to the table. Also, subscribe to the channel if you've not already, and also click the bell icon so that YouTube does take notice of the fact that you did subscribe. You can also find us on social media down below, and Patreon and Amazon affiliate links if you fancy helping out the channel. Don't feel you have to, but once again, we would greatly appreciate it. With all of that said, take care of yourselves. Bye for now.